I'm actually really excited about making this video about Wi-Fi railway stations in India, and I'll tell you why. Because on the right hand bottom of the slide it says, which of course is true, as true as I can get it, 17 to 20% of the Mike Downers page audience, in other words my channel on YouTube, is from India. And as we know, that in the last year or so there's literally, I think, 108 million people coming online. I think in 2016 alone in India. It's a really, really big deal. And as a teacher, I'm absolutely enthusiastic and passionate about how people get on the internet, and particularly about the new generations of people that are given so much access to, quite honestly, changing their life. So that part over, the reason I'm spending some time, you can see a ton of tabs that are actually open here, and that is that I wanted to investigate, because as I've just said, I've got a huge, or growing shall we say, emerging India audience on my YouTube channel, and I was looking at the Alphabet earnings call the other day, and you can see on the right hand side highlighted is the word India, where Sundar was actually talking, of course, about, let me just get to the part where, great partnership with the Indian Railways, Railtel, we've hit our goal of enabling high-speed public Wi-Fi in 400 train stations across India. At that point, he mentioned about the station model in Indonesia and Mexico, and I actually felt quite ashamed because I had not kept up with that story. So let me tell you what this is going to be. And there is a point to this, and it's how anybody can use Google Maps, My Maps, meaning the service, to actually embed and to use this data. Hence why where we're trying to get to is this particular map, and I'm going to show you exactly how we can find it. So what I've started to do, and I'm going to go through some parts very quickly and gloss over, and other parts a little bit more detailed. I've got some tabs here. To tell the story, I started off listing, or trying to list, the Wi-Fi railway stations in India. And what I did on a backtrack to that in the process, for those people who are also, catching up like me, and that is that we can see that referencing these 400 Wi-Fi enabled train stations, that's a big number. And I wanted to say, really to myself, is where are they? Can I find out exactly where they are? Are they all clustered together in India, or are they in different places? You can see that there is. I can't zoom this because this is a screenshot, but I'll show you where we're going. So here we go, June the 7th, 2018, and I'll put this link in the blog post. That was the 400, so that concurs with the alphabet. Then I'm actually looking back to September the 27th, 2015, where it was first actually talked about. Then going on from when I was literally Googling about it through this list, I'd got to the level where we were talking about, say, some information about it, and we can start to read, and we can see 2015, and we can see 400 stations, and they're all very, very up to date. But I was still looking for this elusive, at this stage, the elusive map, and I found some really interesting things here, like indiarailinfo.com had actually got something that was listing all of the stations. So I started to look, and this is what we do, isn't it? Is we go through, and there's a load of lists there. Then right at the bottom, when we keep on scrolling to the bottom, he says 409, we've got a click here. Now that says up to date on, it said up to date on the 18th of June 2018. So I'm thinking, oh, actually this is really good. This is literally throwing colour and information and detail of what's going on. Now, this is interesting because what you'll find is this is a google.com/maps, but we're never really sure at this stage who has actually created it, whether it's an enthusiast, whether it's an official body from a railway network, or even Google. So this is the bit where I'm saying, well, it looks pretty good. Of course it does, and it's got lots of information down there, and it's also got 217,000 views. Then I kept going, and this is going a little bit quicker, and you can see that, yeah, that's the same map that I've found. So at this point in my inquiry, I thought, okay, I've got a lot of information, and I can actually start to investigate where they actually are. Or of course, share this information for other people. So going on to something like another search that I did, Google launch India Wi-Fi railway stations, which actually leads me to some of the official partners. And this is where the interesting part is and why I'm actually making this particular session on it. And that is that going up to the top here, I won't do that one, I'll go to the next one, same thing. But what we've actually got is another embedded Google map. And at this stage, you can see that's titled as Commissioned Rural Wi-Fi Stations. If we compare that to the other map we found, it was Station Wi-Fi Status. Now, that's clearly a different map. But what we can do is we can bring out the idea of the side panel, the legend, if you like. There's only 3,000 views on that, which is to say, in my mind, is to say which is the map that we're actually after. So then I came back and I thought, okay, that's fair enough. Let's go and just have a quick look at the Google Station Wikipedia page, which you can see on the right-hand side links down to station.google.com, which is quite honestly the meat of this video and of what Google have done. And I understand, I think, why they've done it, but I don't actually know. And you've got the station.google.com/India. Now, when I say /India, bear in mind there are other locations, not just India, but Mexico, Indonesia, Thailand, and Nigeria. So sticking with India for a moment, we can come down. Same sort of logos here, Railtel, Indian Railways, Pune Smart City. But the thing is, what you'll notice is although you've got the embedded map, there are no familiar My Maps areas in the UI to actually say, of course I'm logged in there, to say, can I embed it, can I share it, or can I quite honestly even save it to see the side panel? Can you notice what Google have done is they've embedded the map and then they have gone on to other things. Now, this is the way that I'm going to show you to get to the endpoint, which one of the endpoints is this map here, which is the same map. In other words, it's got borders, it's got Pune Smart City hotspots, Google Station, and the whole lot. So let's pay attention, me included, for this one. Now, if I hover my mouse pointer, if you're used to this, and you can notice that the map is moving around, and then I'm just going to right click and I'm going to inspect the element. And this is the part where I don't think I'm doing anything wrong by showing people what is going on, but what I'm actually looking to do is just to see if I can get access in it to share it or embed it in your own website if you're interested. Now, what you'll notice on the container is that when we've got this part here, you need just to go up a little bit where it says location map, and then you need to go down until it opens up the iframe which has embedded this map. And again, 1,000 apologies. I don't think I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I can understand, I think, why Google have put it in there to save any confusion, because when you open a map up, you don't really know, without a bit of investigating in Google Drive, who made the map and who they are, quite honestly. So it doesn't actually say official map by Railtel or Google. It could just be an enthusiast like me or you, for that matter. So what I'm going to do there, because I've got the link of the map, I'm going to right click it and I'm going to say open in a new tab. Now, when that opens up in a new tab, what we've got when it opens up, here we go, is the connect map. The connect map. Yes, I know I've already got it because I've just done it a few minutes ago. But what I'm getting to is that the one that is embedded in the iframe from station.google official is opening up with the title of Connect Map. At this point, you can star it to save in your Google Drive or your own Google account. Or, of course, you can go up on the top right of the screen and bookmark this page. I would suggest hitting the gold star here, and then it will save in your Google Drive. I'm not going to show Google Drive at the moment, just trust me, it will be there if you search for Connect Map. And then you can start having a look. Now, you can actually go up and hit the share button, and you can share it, Google Plus it, Facebook, Twitter, share it, or you can embed it, which is quite important if you are talking about your particular areas. So there we go. I would expected a little embed code come up on there. I didn't. Doesn't matter. So anyway, so that was it for this. We're going to go and say that we can do a similar thing with Wi-Fi places in Mexico. And just to repeat, going back, this was an investigation in Wi-Fi railway stations in India, which has hit the 400 mark or thereabouts, and this video is recorded on the 29th of July 2018 UK time of about nearly 6 p.m. on Sunday the 29th of July. We expect, of course, all this data to change, but if you're interested as much as I am in the emerging Indian market on the internet, then having free Wi-Fi stations is essential, not only for you, but as me, as a teacher who makes videos to help people learn. I know that for every 10 videos I make, about 2 of them are definitely being watched in India, and that's without, of course, thinking about Indonesia, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and all the other countries that watch. So exciting, exciting times.